Hey, it's John Grube, MansWrestling.com. My workout today was short, nice sweat, and believe me, the way I train, sweat does not come easy to me. I mean, I have to fucking work it to sweat. Some exercises I can do, I'll go fucking 35 minutes at moderate pace and barely break a fucking sweat. But this workout here was a basic 50-pound two-hand kettlebell swing for 12 swings and 20 step-ups, no weight, with a 15-inch bench. 10 rounds, 120 kettlebell swings, 200 step-ups. Took me 9 minutes and 41 seconds. And I said, it's cold. I'm outside in an unheated garage, and I got a nice sweat going. Drips all over the fucking floor. So, I've talked about this before. If you really want to get your shit together, and I'm not talking about making millions of dollars or anything like that. What I'm talking about is getting through this fucking world and this life and not being so fucking unhappy. See, I'm not going to lie and say I don't get emotional in certain things. I'm not talking about emotional meaning like woo, 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 I'm crying, I'm on my wife's shoulder. No, that doesn't happen. I'm talking about, for instance, for me, one of my problems is outbursts. I don't have Tourette's, but people sometimes will do the smallest things and I'll fly off the fucking handle. Now, why? I can tell you right now, it has nothing to do with the people who are doing those things. It's me, my own personal fucking inner self, that something's not working right for me, okay? Now, I'm not saying go through your life not letting anything bother you or let people walk over you. That's exactly not what I'm saying. But when people treat people outside of their home better than the people in their home, like their family, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And that's a lot of the case. People will go to work, have a bad day, come home, take it out on their fucking wife and kids, or take it out on themselves in front of the fucking TV with beer and excess food. That's never a great way. And like I said, I never had the awareness that it was all me. I blame myself for mostly everything that sets me off. Say I'm leaving for work late, and I'm fucking riding, and I'm riding hard, and I get a car in front of me that's doing the actual speed limit. Well, yeah, I get pissed because I want to get to work. I don't want to be late. But whose fucking fault was it? I'm the one that left late. This person's doing nothing wrong but going along their fucking day. I can't pass them, give them the fucking finger. I need to fucking be mad at me. And I think a lot of times, and I know maybe a lot of people don't understand this, but you can read it in any book, any Navy SEAL book, any book of anybody that are leaders, that get shit done. It's our self-talk, basically thinking. Most of us beat ourselves up, blame other people, make excuses. I never was an excuse maker. I knew it was basically a lot of times it was me. I just couldn't figure it out. I knew that I was pissed with me. I was unhappy with me because maybe things weren't going my way. But as I obviously get older, I read a lot. I start to realize that that all my issues basically were mine. I can't think of a time really that anybody's really come across me and I didn't have something to do with it. And believe me, I'm very confrontational. But I'm confrontational when someone steps to me and want to call me out on some hypocrisy that they're doing. One thing I can't stand is people that are hypocrites. I've told people to follow me around all fucking day long. You're going to be fucking pretty bored. Okay? You're not going to catch me drinking or doing drugs or fucking gambling or being on fucking playing what the fuck is that? Fucking fake football. I don't even fucking can't think of it right now. Where they fucking fantasy football. Yeah. Not going to catch me doing that shit. I'm pretty fucking boring. I come home, do my thing, read, and then I go to fucking bed. Get up in the morning, do some working out. It's pretty fucking boring. But when I watch other people, and if they come to me and act like it's their fault. I mean, not their fault, or they're making an excuse. I'm like, yo, motherfucker, you're the reason you're fat. Yo, man, you're the reason your wife fucking left you. Okay? A lot of people say, well, it's usually the woman's fault. A lot of men out there blame women for everything, and I can tell you right now that's not the fucking case. You're gonna get some bad women, just like women are gonna get bad men. Men out there that fucking drink, gotta fucking become alcoholics, drug addicts. Women got to deal with them. I was talking to somebody the other day about these men that want women who are their fucking mothers, basically. They pick up after them, they cook them fucking dinners, and expect them to fucking work the same fucking hours they work outside of the home. That's fucking a slave. That's not a fucking wife, girlfriend. That's your mother. Okay, and eventually she will fucking leave you. Now, different if she's a stay-at-home mom. Her job is to take care of the home. It is the job to take care of the kids. But the moment you put her outside to work and she has her own fucking shit, that's the moment you got to fucking become a fucking man. And when my wife was a stay-at-home mom, I can tell you right now, I don't need my wife to cook for me because I worked a different shift. So when I came home, it was night. Okay? I wanted her just to take care of my kids and keep my house clean. And she did that. Okay? I can make my own dinner. Okay? Which doesn't take a lot. I pick up after my fucking self. Plain and simple. Okay? I don't need any slave. Okay? In the jobs that I do, I expect men and other people to carry their own weight. Okay? So when a man tells me that their wife got to do this, do this, do this, while they work a full-time job, and then they get pissed that the wife gains weight, well, motherfucker, maybe you should man the fuck up. Make it to where she doesn't have to fucking work, if you're going to have children, and maybe things will change. But the problem is, most men just continue to see what they want to fucking see. And I can tell you right now, if you listen to the people on these fucking red pill sites, these fucking people will get you fucking divorced quicker. Okay? I've been married almost 30 years. I got 4 kids, 3 different women. Okay? I've went through the women. Okay? And usually because I treated them like shit. And that's just not me fucking owning up. That is me being an actual fucking truth, honesty. I was not a nice person. I took my insecurities and my fucking low self-esteem out on every fucking body. And it was bad that the people came before my wife had to fucking deal with all that shit. But people say, well, you get older, you grow. No, because people still live in that same fucking world. I see it. I'm a 53-year-old, almost 54. I see it in men my age. I can still see it, and I listen to them. And there's so many guys I know my age that are fucking divorced, and you ask them why, and you find out why. Okay? They take fucking their wives for granted. And sometimes wife takes husbands for granted. And if you don't fucking deal with it, it's not going to fucking work. And this isn't a fucking marriage thing, because let me tell you something. The only reason me and my wife are together is because of her. Because she put up with my shit in the beginning. And that's the truth. And I'm glad that she did, because I have a stable family now. Because before, I had, like I said, 2 kids from 2 different women. It becomes tough. So then if me and her split up, it would be, I'd be tough to get around to see all the kids and grandkids. Now that, I can see pretty much them all, because we kept the family together. And again, as I got older, I noticed what my wife sacrificed for me. I didn't really sacrifice for her. She really did sacrifice for me, coming in, helping raise my 2 kids that weren't hers. And people say, well, a lot of women ain't like that. And you're right, there isn't. But I can tell you right now, it also depends on where you live, who you spend time with, and who the people are that are around in your world. There are some good people out there, still strong men, still strong fucking feminine women out there who want a man to take care of them, but can take care of themselves if need be. If the fucking dad is not home, he's away overseas, he's a fucking businessman, she's strong enough to be at home and take care of the fucking family and hold the fort down until you get back, just like a woman was supposed to be able to do. So that's my talk today. Be self-aware. Be careful what you put in your head. Your fucking self-talk is probably the biggest thing in your fucking life that will get you straight. Stay away from the fucking sick people out there. Stay away from this fucking social media, the advertisements, the commercials. Stay away from all that shit. Your life will be fucking much better later.